Roll of the dice. Okay, I am back. I'm back and full of joy. I'm I'm gonna try not to talk about the film Sinners. The film Sinners. I repeated it to give it a little bit of gravitas, a little bit of presence. But I just went to go see it, and I was quite pleasantly surprised. Look at that, the music kicked in. The music kicked in because it knew that I had something to say, I had something of value. But no, it was actually pretty good. Pretty good. I would recommend seeing it. The trailers don't do it justice. In the sense, though, that they do the thing that I normally complain about trailers doing. I hate when movie trailers, you watch a movie trailer and the entire plot is like, oh, you're going to find out every single little detail about this entire plot within about 5 seconds. It really takes away from the experience when every single little plot thread and detail is already explained in the trailer, and you come into the film and you already know what's going to happen. Of course, that can be used to subvert. Like, Parasite was really good for that. When you're watching, you're like, oh, this is why it's called Parasite. And then you find out there's actually different reasons why it's called Parasite. There's actually a number of reasons. But yeah, snow? Is there snow? That was unnecessary. I apologize. Oh, snow, perfect. But yeah, I like it when a movie trailer doesn't show you too much. But then also, because the movie trailer didn't show me too much, I didn't have any interest in seeing the film. And it was only because of the company and free tickets that I went to go see it. So, I don't know what it says about me. I don't know if it says I'm cheap, or if it says that I need to be less picky. But Sinners was a good film. It's made me like blues music a bit more. I always like, you know, if there's hells below, we all gonna go. But I don't really like country music a lot. But Sinners, I mean, obviously country and blues is very different. I'm a massive fan of jazz, so I'm surprised I wasn't more into blues. But I'm definitely more into blues now. I had some really cool scenes, had some really cool stuff. I don't really want to talk about it too much because I feel like I would ruin it, and I think it's a really good experience. It's a really good cinema experience. So yeah, I definitely recommend watching that film. And if you don't have, you'd have to watch in the cinemas either. I think as long as you have a good sound system at home, it's a pretty good viewing experience no matter where you are. So yeah. Okay. The sinking snow is kind of interesting. I've been in sinking snow in real life. It's pretty dangerous. Luckily I didn't die, but you know. Look at that. Okay. Well, that doesn't happen in real life, I don't think. I don't know, actually. Maybe it does. It's a little dangerous. It's a little, I don't know what that's about. But yeah, I don't know what it's talking about. Music. Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to some more blues music, so, please. And I'll use Spotify to listen to blues music, because Spotify is very good at getting you entry into a genre. Okay. This song's kind of hitting, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of a bit of a bop. This is definitely a new one. I don't recall this one on any other version of Minecraft. This is very nice. Nice bit of snow. That's what I like to see. Try and find a nice open area to set up in. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, alright. I don't know what the rules are with that snow yet. I think it's just you sink into it. Maybe somewhere in armor. Oh, that seems a bit convoluted for Minecraft mechanics. I listened to the first video I did, and I've got to say, you know, despite coming off as a nutter, I don't think I sounded too bad. However, the sibilance, I think is the word. I've been doing a lot of research into audio. That looks like one of the research facility buildings. I'm gonna have to go deal with that. That thing that has the proto Hive brain thing in. Oh, alright, okay, yes, yes, you're very smart. That's a bit annoying. I like this beat a lot though, this beat is nice. Okay, I will... Is it when there's a layer on top, you can not sink in? No, no, oh no, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna drown. Not drown, I'm gonna freeze to death. What am I saying? Okay, I need to sleep, I need to set up in here, because this is a really good spot. Because there's snow. I had a genuine worry that I wasn't gonna be able to find snow for a very long time. And I was gonna end up, spending multiple hours just running across Minecraft, which is, you know, fine, but just slowly start tweaking and losing the plot, as it were. So I'm very happy that I've found we can kind of explore for it. That's something, I guess. But no, yeah, I'm happy I found snow because I really want to settle in snow if I can. This stuff is nasty. Oh, this is unpleasant. I don't like this. Oh, right. Fuck off, lad. Alright, that's enough of that now. This stuff is difficult. But hopefully, if it affects mobs, it'll make it even harder for the... oh my god, dude. Make it even harder for the spore creatures to come and consume me. Consume. Okay, so here's the question. Do I want to settle here or do I want to settle over there? I like how this location's a little bit further away because I think I could see something behind the hospital. Although it does have like an underground. That could be a mining area, right? I can do some work in. This slippy snow is not the best. It's a bit annoying dealing with it. But I think once I figure out how to the sheep are interesting, not sheep. What are they called? Goats. The goat. Okay. Alright, so this area is, this snow is safe. So we'll set up here. So, first things first, I need to gather all the snow, because snow is useful, very useful for dealing with the spore creatures. For whatever reason, they're very weak to it. Not only that, but also throwing snowballs at them actually hurts them. Throwing. T-H-R-O-W, throw. The British pronunciation of everything is so bad. Throw. I'm gonna throw it, mate. Like Christ. But yeah, I'm happy I found a space to set up my little home away from home. My little cornucopia. My little palace. Obviously there's a mine underneath it that I can clean out, which would be good. And I can show off my amazing building skills. I'm not gifted any of that stuff. My remit is... I'm not even sure what my remit is in this game. I just like it. I'm not good at anything really particularly in this game. I've just played it for a while. This is my little icy home. They are very close. Okay. So, let's take all of our resources from here. And we can use the jungle trees as, oh, that was a mistake. I like how that sounds. We can use the jungle trees as a source of wood for building and for design, because I think that actually the colour of the wood from the jungle trees is actually quite nice. I'm quite a fan of it. I think it looks a little nicer than oak. But that's just me. You know, I'm just Just got my opinions. Please don't arrest me. Sir, please. It's just an opinion, sir. This is all placeholder, don't worry. This ugly design will not be maintained, will not be kept. I'm gonna exfiltrate all my items from the location, from the nether. I need to go see the Minecraft movie again. I need to consume pure Kino. I feel like I'm missing out on some real hot shit. Okay, we want to build. Actually, snow blocks are probably quite good as building blocks for dealing with the nasties. I think I had a gapple as well. Yeah, I do. I've got 3. Okay, I will bring them because I'm not risking it with these fucking creatures. If I find the snow and then instantly die in hardcore, that'll be a bit embarrassing. I want to be called the freak. I don't want to get bullied by everyone in class. Okay. Fuck it, we ball. Alright, where is he? Wait, which direction are they going? Oh yeah, over here. Okay. Over here? That's the ruined village. Where? I'm being very ballsy just running on this stuff since I... Yeah. Okay. God, that stuff is relentless. I can kind of walk through it though. That's not smart, is it? That's not a smart idea at all. Yeah, just get stuck in it and die. Okay. I'm sorry. I apologize for disrespecting you, but I'm gonna do it again. How much time I have to deal with this. Yeah, so I don't know everything about this mod. What I do know, I'm an educated guy, right? I've been in the lab, I've been studying. Yeah, so that's definitely the Legendary Monsters mod. And whatever legendary monster there is in there is hopefully massacring the spore creatures, because I don't really want to be dealing with them. With my gold and iron equipment, I don't really think I'm equipped. I'm equipped to deal with the beasties. I need to be a bit less ambitious when I do stuff like this, because I fear that if I keep doing that, I'm just gonna get myself killed, and then my world will be deleted. Oh no. But yeah, inside this, there's like a little brain thing. A brain. Just like Suguru Gato. There's a little brain inside. And, fuck. Okay, alright. Let's calm down. let's not start going crazy, alright? We need to be calm, we need to be zen. We need to be locked in when dealing with an infested zombie. Oh. Okay. Are you friendly? Probably not. And now I've got the horror music playing. Well, this is... I'm gonna... Okay. You seem chill. Get it? Because you're made of snow, brah. Okay. Made from clouds. Yeah, no, that's me. Okay. If I remember correctly, the second floor never has anything on it. There, that's the brain. The brain of the operation. I'm the brains of the operation. So this thing, this little beastie, can turn into a... I think it's called a proto-hive mind. And they can, like, shit out corruption, infection, whatever you want to call it, and loads of nasties. Loads of nasty creatures. So we want to get rid of that, and we want to do a couple other things, because this area does have some really useful loot. Specific... Oh, okay. You see that? Wait, there's stairs, isn't there? I should not run. I should not be running. Haha, why are you running? Get it? Did you get it? It's basically this really funny joke. So that's like a little... Not a little. An infected doctor. I need to be careful not to step on these things as well. Oh, okay, calm. Now, friend. No. Oh. You are beautiful. That sounds good. Sounds got down. That felt good, man. Sounded good. Sounded like I was piecing this little rat up. Okay, we need to be careful though. We need to not be... This isn't fun and games time, this is work. Okay. Perfect, right, so... These things, the ice canisters, you attach them to the ice weapon. What the fuck are you? Come on. Looks like a doctor. Working in a hospital. It's a vent. But that's not really my problem right now. There should be a little ice thing around here somewhere. There, the ice blaster. It has a name. Put down some foundational blocks around it. Okay. Let's be careful. Let's be patient. Temperance. Ooh, hello. Hello. Okay, we got some kit. Oh shit, it's almost nighttime. I gotta just get out of here before everything spawns. Okay, so this thing. CDU. Sorry if that's really loud and obnoxious, but I got a little riled, I got a little spooked. Okay, CDU. This thing, cryogenic dispensing unit. It like shoots out stuff. It shoots out stuff, and that stuff does damage to things. Stuff and things, Laura. Stuff and things. That's from The Walking Dead. I can't remember the exact context. I think Laurie, I assume. Ask for grabs. Are you Laurie? I haven't brought a bed. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. I don't have a torch either. Fuck. Dude, what? Oh man, what do I... Oh, and for some reason with this stupid lighting mod, the one thing that I could use to give me light doesn't work. Alright, I'm gonna just bull rush my location. This is probably a really stupid idea. I'm gonna fall in a ditch or something and get caught in that snow. Oh, hello, skeleton. Sorry if this is egregiously dark. It's pretty dark on my monitor. Not as dark as the caves, but obviously this is still got natural light from the moon, which I think is a nice touch. It's a creeper. Creeper did not blow me up. Stuff and things, Lord. Stuff and things. That was a little tense. That was a little bit of an adventure. A little bit more than I wanted, really. I didn't want to deal with all that. Shit, I've gone the wrong fucking direction. It's that one. Oh, for fuck. Are those red eyes skeleton? No, red skeletons don't have eyes. They're spiders. Okay, spiders are less of a concern. Yeah, no, I'm sure there's things I could be talking about, but right now I'm straining my little eye holes, trying to get out of here in one piece. The One Piece. The One Piece is real. Oh god. That looks like a dark crevice. This is definitely gonna be a nightmare to view, and I do apologize for that. I apologize for my getting caught out. Can I make that jump? I can't even tell. Oh. It's a little tense. It's a little bit tense than I planned. I didn't plan for things to go quite so pear-shaped so quickly. 2 skeletons. Wonderful. So nice. They give me 2. Okay, they're shooting each other. That's good. They missed, sheep. They missed. Alright. I think my bed's up here. I think. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe there's a monster in my bed. And it's going to cause me trouble. I think I'm getting very lucky here that something hasn't just jumped me from above. At least from what I can see, nothing crazy is approaching. I mean, it's still like the first actual true night of the session. Session is in this playthrough, because obviously the other times it's been night, I've been asleep in my lovely little bed, avoiding all the horrors. Whereas this time at night has you know, night has fallen. And that's bad, because that means all the spawn monsters can spawn. And not only spawn, but also, oh shit. For God's sake. They can spawn and they can kill. They can... Oh, what's the rules of this stupid snow? Can I go on this? Where's my house? Where's my pit? What are you? What is that? Where's it go? Okay. What lovely music. This looks safe. Look at this nice little chateau. Jesus Christ. Right. Good work, me. Good work. There's only 2 creepers, that's fine. Oh shit. The slippy snow, the creepers could be a problem though. There's 3 creepers. Creeper. There wasn't many creepers in the Minecraft movie. There was only the creeper farm. I can remember. Thanks a lot, mate. Really appreciate that. Come on. Watch this. Ooh. 1, 2. This music makes me feel very hopeful. I feel like it's gonna be okay. Oh shit. See? It's all okay. Don't worry. Don't you worry, your pretty little head. Okay. I don't think that spider can be hostile. I certainly hope it isn't, because otherwise I'll be very upset. But, hey, what's the headline? We destroyed the proto-mined hive. What that means is that we don't have to deal with a big spore swarm approaching from the distance, which is really good. I'm going to quickly turn these into snow blocks and then start sorting my items. I'm going out on a limb and assuming that I can't take this off. Yeah, so that cool armor is unfortunately not going to be able to be used. However, I have got a Aqua Affinity helmet. Okay, this is going to be my cold chest. So I'm going to keep all my perishables. Great joke, dude. That was very funny. I was about to answer myself there. I was about to respond to myself, which is only slightly insane. Slightly manic. Okay, we're in a good spot. Oh, wait, what do we want to do now? We want to get wood. We want to always remember to bring a torch. Actually, let's set some torches up now, because I don't want to return to a, you know, dangerous location if I can help it. I think game plan is waystone to where my loot was. Cut down some jungle trees. I do want to kidnap villagers, but I'll have to wait. Right now the priority is to cut down some of these big jungle trees. For wood and resources such as wood. And maybe I'll say wood again. And this is where I can show off my epic fast leaf decay mod. Which is really convenient because of that. Immediately I get what I need. No messing about. This makes life easier. And you know, sometimes you just need life to be a little easier. But yeah, I think I was talking about something, but I can't remember what. I was a little rattled. I was a little rattled by the whole situation. Being caught by that ice dude was bad enough, but I was kind of trapped in a scary hospital. I didn't have all the relatable staff of hospital to save me. But yes, game plan, gather lots of resources, mine, and craft. Yeah. I can use the village as a like beacon location, so I can just constantly move parallel to it. I should be okay. That's my thinking, at least. You know, the best laid plans of mice and men and all that. What's he called? Lenny? Was it Lenny and Carl? No, that's the Simpsons. What was his name? In the book Mice and Men, there's Lenny. There's Curly. Remember, we studied it in high school. That's why I'm not a big book guy. I don't read lots of books anymore. I used to read books a lot, but no, not really. I don't need that many seeds though. They can go. I mean, arguably 64 is a little excessive, but you know, I'm open. Ooh, hello, hello. What are you? Is this a village? Hello, Craig. Oh, this is awesome. Perfect. Okay, so change of plan. We will not be using jungle wood. My epic house. We will be using the greatest building material in the game, which is of course these little stone bricks, which I do love to build with. I remember when they first came out, I was absolutely obsessed with them. I found the stronghold just to take them because I thought they looked, oh yes, they look so good. I still do think that. I think they are some of the coolest looking things, especially when you like sort of cross them. So you use like, because what I used to do until very recently actually was I'd really only build with like one type of brick. So like I'd only use the stone brick normal. And then I realized if you kind of mix in the mossy and the cracked, it makes it just look way better. And it's such a minor thing in the grand scheme of things. Like all you're doing is occasionally like rolling your mouse wheel and clicking a slightly different brick, but it just gives it a bit of visual flair. A little bit of visual flair. It makes things look a little different. It makes it have a certain style. I don't even know why I did that voice. I'm actually being serious. It's crazy how it looking slightly different breaks it up enough for it to look good. It's kind of why bricks are kind of shit in Minecraft, which is not a controversial opinion at all. I think anyone who plays this game for longer than 5 minutes already knows that bricks are basically a fucking nightmare to get. Starters. And then you follow on for that with they look good until you have more than 3 or 4, and then it's like, oh, this just looks ugly. I remember on a server with my friends, she like went traveling for ages to find clay. Kind of pick me if you ask me. Nah, I'm messing. But but she made like a massive brick house, and everyone's just like, that fucking eyesore in the village, that brick house is hers. So yeah, I guess I've just kind of exposed myself. I exposed my hateful ways. But no, I mean it was a feat of resource gathering to gather enough clay to make a house in survival out of bricks. Because I mean it was a pretty big house. It wasn't small by any means, and it was just completely out of bricks. I wonder if I can talk about the fact it was made out of bricks and it was a pretty big house for the next 50 minutes. I wonder. But yeah, go watch Sinners. Why are you doing this? What else am I thinking? I'm thinking that this village, that I don't have a waystone. Okay, so when I leave this area, I'm gonna bring a waystone with me. Yeah, I like to have a travel waystone and then a normal waystone. Because obviously, I can leave that waystone at the loot for the time being. Arguably, I should probably move it closer to the location of the village, because that'll mark out where the village is. I hope there aren't any zombies there. That'll be annoying for exfiltrating villages later. There we go. That's what we're waiting for. Look at you. Bye bye. Someone's on fire. Oh, it'll probably be the village. It'll probably be like a... Maybe they're smoking weed. That'd be epic. That'd be freaking sweet, Lois. Lois Griffin. If I find a village called Lois, I'll definitely, Are you okay, mate? Hopefully I can find a villager with each of the Family Guy names, you know. Meg, Stewie, Chris, Peter, and little old Lois. And I can tame a wolf. And instead of calling it Dennis, like Jack Black did, which is a bad name, because I feel like that name has been tainted for me. When I think Dennis, I think always Sunny. No, that's a bad thing, but that guy is so unique in his portrayal of that crazy fellow that it's hard to think of Dennis and think of like a good person. Just think of this slightly insane guy. I'm not insane. That's me talking to myself. Okay, alright, I'm making 2 pickaxes, because we're gonna go absolutely hog wild on these villages and take everything they've got. And then we can start building up our palace. And then from there, I think... Yeah, got that. From there, game plan is to start cautiously hunting Enderman. Because the thing is, you can technically use the waystones to move villages, but it's really subpar. Like, it's not the best strategy. For a number of reasons. The first being... You good? What? What? Are they running from something? What's down there? You okay? Calm down. Calm down. Stop. They're like... Oh my god. Okay, they're just gonna kill themselves. That's cool. I didn't want either of them anyway. Alright, you guys stay put. I'll be right back. That's what Fury King Bradley said. That's kind of freaky. I'm gonna... Shoot me. What am I saying? What am I talking about? Yes, the Family Guy, I think? I don't know. Yes. Waystones. Okay, waystones with boats. With boats. Waystones with boats. Jesus Christ. Okay, so with boats, with waystones, you can... With boats with waystones with boats. And might I mention, I'm talking about waystones with boats. You can get a villager in a boat, then use the waystone with the boat, and occasionally it will effectively transport the villager. However, sometimes it just doesn't work. And it's super finicky, to the point where I would say I have no idea how it's done. Thus, I have made the executive decision to create what's called a warp plate, which is on the final page of this, so I can't be asked going. But essentially, what it does is you create one of these warp plates, and you get like an infused flint and steel. Flint and steel. You get an infused flint and steel. Flint and steel. And with that flint and steel, what you can do is you can put it inside a different warp plate. And these guys stop hurting themselves. It's actually really throwing me off. Jesus Christ. Guys, chill out. Yeah, you infuse the warp plate, and then if a mob, any mob steps on the warp plate, they get teleported to the other warp plate. So I've got 2 ideas with it. First off is I'm going to use it to move a load of villagers to the mountain, since realistically there's no other way to get that many villagers on the mountain, effectively. I mean, I could try the whole zombie villager trick, but I'm lazy. And also golden apples are kind of more useful in my big fat belly, keeping me healthy, wealthy, and wise. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Turn it off. That was my attempt at Trump. I wish I could do a Trump voice. I really do. I know like how you can do it. I know like the rules for it, but I really struggle to do it, which is a shame, because I think it's a very funny voice to do. I know that a lot of the impressions, like the "I'm Donald Trump," just doesn't sound right. The worst one is the that guy who shot that person. What was his name? I can't remember his name, but the guy who shot that person, the movie person, Alex something. He was on SNL doing a Trump impression. It just didn't work. It just didn't sound right. And it's like, come on, you gotta do the voice right, because it's funny. It's a funny voice. He's got a funny way of words. We're gonna make the biggest underground village. Minecraft movie's amazing. See, I mean, awful attempt. But one day I'll master it, and I'll do a full hour of me talking in the Trump voice, and it's gonna be epic. Or I'll get AI to do it on my behalf. Whichever comes first, we'll find out. But yeah, I didn't even have a train of thought there. I have no idea what I'm thinking about or talking about. Yes. So the warp plates. I'm going to use the warp plates to move villages to my little mountain home. And from there, I can start moving to flourishing. I can become a real cool guy. But also means I, you know, I like the idea of creating a village. It's one of my, like, sort of... I hate the term challenges. I don't hate it, actually. That's a little excessive to say I hate something like that. I'm not a fan of it in the wrong context. Like, if the challenge is to not, my challenge is to play Minecraft without punching wood. Okay, like, cool. You know, you might have some unique angles to the gameplay, but realistically, you're going to find a sort of system and apply it, and then you're done, right? I like challenges where you have to consistently innovate and iterate upon plans. And I would pull an example from my head. I think I slurred my words really badly there. I will pull an example from my head at some point, but I can't think of one. So, oh. Okay. That was weird. But yeah, I was saying something there. I think I was cooking, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if what I was saying was even relevant. Maybe it was. Maybe it's really smart. What are you gonna do with all that money? That's what Rachel from The Dark Knight says to the gentleman from, I think, Singapore, who steals the mobster's money. What are you gonna do with all that money? He's like, I'm good with calculations, babe. Hey, baby, I'm good with calculations. It's a very good film. Almost as good as Sinners. Actually, it's way better than Sinners. Although I am biased. I'm a big fan of The Dark Knight. It's a pretty good film. I'm kind of a unique guy. Kind of like edgy out there movies. I kind of like A24 films like The Dark Knight and Batman Begins and The Dark Knight Rises. My favorite film is called fucking Spider-Man. And it's about this guy with sex with Spider-Man. It's really, really, really good. And that was an amazing bit by me. I'm really proud of myself for coming up with that all by myself. I do think, though, on a positive, on a genuine, sincere, honest, positive note, I do think my cadence has improved. I do think I'm slurring my words slightly less. Although I am noticing that the S's, especially now I listened to the last recording, the S's are really quite sharp. And I feel like they will hopefully be less sharp here. So I've attached a pop filter to my mic. However, it was a pop filter for a different mic. So I've had to kind of get creative. For one, it's like bent in a way where you can't bend it back. So I've had to hook it on the underside of the mic. And not only that, it also has like these quite, I don't know what the word would be. It's got like a clamp to attach, but my microphone doesn't have a space to be clamped onto. So initially I just ran it where it just clamped raw onto the metal apparatus. And what that did, apparatus? Who the fuck do I think I am? I think that is actually the correct way to say it. Sometimes I do the American pronunciation and catch myself and say, hey, calm down, buddy. But yeah, sometimes you got to close the door to open a window. I saw a photo, you look joyous. You look joyous, babe. You look absolutely splendid. What am I saying? What I'm saying is, my pop filter is attached to my microphone stand I got a makeup wipe. Because I actually quite like using makeup wipes to wipe my face. Because like you can wipe your face with a normal wipe, right? But like a makeup wipe just feels better. No other way to describe it than that. You kind of feel like refreshed. It's kind of like washing your face, but you don't have to get up from your computer. You can keep playing video games and keep rubbing your belly and go, oh, this is amazing. I feel refreshed. And I don't even have to get up from my seat. Oh my god, Harvey. Is that you, Harvey? Whoa, Harvey and who? Is that Rachel? Harvey Dent? Harvey Dent, you little dog. Leave him to it. Saran. And my answer is yes. That was heartbreaking, wasn't it? When Spoilers. Rachel agrees to marry Harvey Dent. Even though they're in dire circumstances. In dire straits, one might say. Dire straits. Dire wolves have come back. I saw that on the news. On the drama alert, of course. I don't watch modern news. I don't like to be lied to. I want to know the truth. Ooh, that was aggressive. Alright, 40 minutes in. Once this pick breaks, I'm going to spend the rest of this building, I think. I'm going to build a nice little chateau, nice little house, a nice little palace for myself. Or at least the beginnings of one. And I'll build a little pit, a little hut for my filthy villagers. The dirty Harvey. Harvey and Craig, oh okay. That's nice. It's kind of like a modern retelling. It wasn't Harvey and Rachel, it was Harvey and Craig. Interesting. Interesting. Modern audiences considered it very brave. And you know what? I'm with them. Why not? Why does Harvey Dent have to go for Rachel? And Craig's right there. Craig City. Okay, icy home. I'm drinking Red Bull. And it's not just because it gives me wings. I'm drinking it because there wasn't any Monster. I'm a big Monster head. I'm a big Monster head. Fucking actually adore Monster. I think Monster is one of the greatest creations on this planet. You know what? Before I go on a tirade about how much I love Monster, I'm going to make my final pickaxe because I want to get some of those stairs. Because I feel like the stairs would be useful for the stairs here. That is be useful for like some little. Would it be really bad taste if I used the iron bars for the villagers' windows? Probably, but I kind of like the visual idea of it. But yeah, Monster. All right, let's just get out of the way. There is two types of people in the world. There's humans, right? Humans have normal taste. Humans drink normal drinks, and there's the them, the it's, the enemies, the creatures, the demons. Alex Jones would call them demons, and he'd be right. You know, me and Alex Jones, we don't really see eye to eye. I can't lie. A lot of things, Alex Jones, I wouldn't say I co-sign it, but when he talks about demons and ghouls, and skeletons and vampires, and all the manner of crazy critters in the wild, I used to laugh at him, you know? I used to think, this guy's a moron. What's he talking about, demons and ghouls? But then I realized that some people, again, when I say people, alright, you can't see it, but despite me moving with one hand on Minecraft and clicking with the other, I am raising my fingers. I'm going to do it now. I'm raising my fingers and got two fingers on each side and I'm pulling them down. So when I say people, yeah, the drink, Pipeline Punch Monster. The one in the beige can with like the pirate aesthetic. If you drink that, if you drink that shit, let me tell you, Monster's bad for you if you drink that, okay? There are only 3 monsters that I abide by. You've got the best monster, the green monster. You can't mess with the original. If they could make that monster without caffeine, I would still drink it every day. I love that taste. It sparks the neurons in a way I can't even describe. See, I'm getting heated. I'm getting red in the face already. The white monster, like me, haha, bruh. But the white monster. I'm a bit of a white monster myself, yeah. My teacher always called me the white monster. But yeah, the white monster is good, right? If you're like a power lifter, you know, if you're a bit of an older lifter, if you don't want to deal with the the potential impacts of monster. For my mum's birthday last year, me and my brothers and my family, we had like a cocktail thing where we were all making cocktails for each other. It was really, really nice. We all got very drunk. I know, I'm very cool. I like to drink alcohol. Obviously, this was when I'm, as I mentioned, a lightweight, so I got drunk too. I know. I wasn't a nonchalant epic gamer. I actually got drunk. Wrong one. I got drunk, but the cocktail I made was basically a recreation of my favorite cocktail from Wetherspoons, which is, well, at least one of my favorites, as far as I'm concerned, which is, I can't remember the name of it now. My favorite cocktail that I can't remember the name of. Yeah, sure, buddy. You sound like a liar, brah. You sound like you're a freaking liar, dude. But no, there's a really nice cocktail that I don't know the name of, but it's basically a combination of normal monster. It's just Monster and vodka. I don't know why I'm even like trying to act like it's anything more than it is. It is is green Monster and vodka, and it is fucking delicious. I absolutely adore it. There are a couple of cocktails though, like you can get like there's a really nice one they use, the Mango Monster, which by the way, I know I mentioned 3 vodka monsters that you can have. The third one after those 2 is the Mango one. The Mango one passes the vibe check. It is very, very nice. Not as good as the others, all right? I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. He switched the numbers, Jimmy. It was 1419. How could I forget that? One after Magna Carta. I definitely got that wrong, but you know, I couldn't. How could I not stim? I could not stim to old Chuck. He stepped the numbers, Jimmy. But yeah, I was saying something. Monster. So yeah, I made that cocktail, and my dad, he doesn't really. He drinks a shit ton of coffee, but he very rarely drinks anything like Monster. And he said he woke up. This is so fucked up. He woke up. This is after going to bed and drinking a shit ton as well. He woke up at like 4 or 5 in the morning with like quite severe heart palpitations. It was quite fucked up, honestly. I was actually genuinely getting quite worried about him when he described it. I was like, that doesn't sound good, bro. You know, I sure hope that the drink I made for you and I gave you doesn't cause you significant harm. But you know, that is to say that the White Monster, White Monster, brah. The White Monster is okay if you're in the age demographic, but maybe a caffeine spike at like 9 or 10 p.m. isn't wise, isn't conducive to good health. But yeah, White Monster, that's the use case for White Monster. So if you're a White Monster fan, I might look at you funny, you know, I might go up in your face, I might push you, I would probably give you a swirly. I'd probably be like the bullies in the Minecraft movie, if I'm honest. I'd be like, hey, the little freak wants to make himself a freaking, hey everybody, the freak wants to make a, what was it, a jetpack? The freak's making a jetpack, guys. Let's say we bully this little freak a bit. Let's say we don't give this kid a swirly, make him scream. But yeah, that's where that's like okay. You know, obviously, it's not Green Monster, yeah? It's not Green Monster, and for that, there is a, you know, it's like a, I clench my teeth when I think about it. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me kind of start sweating. I start rubbing my legs, not like that. I start rubbing my legs because I get kind of tetchy. It's not comfortable. It's not comfortable, the idea of drinking Monster that's not the right flavor. And obviously, as you can tell, because the fact I'm talking about this for like at least 5-10 minutes, I'm passionate. Green Monster is good. I've got friends who swear it's the worst flavor, and that, like, sure, man, get a job. What are you talking about? Green Monster the worst. Out of here. Get out of here with that nonsense. I guess I'm going for like a rectangular house. I don't know. I think this can work though. I think this can work. Often when I build houses in this game, I don't really have a plan. What I do is I just do things. I'm like a dog chasing cars. That's a Joker quote from The Dark Knight. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? But no, I kind of just like do what I feel like doing because I'm just such a fucking free spirit, bruh. And it kind of just builds itself. I do the same thing when I paint. I don't like having a set plan if I can help it. because I feel like it kind of hinders my ability to be creative. Because I'm a kind of a creative guy. I've got creative chops. So yeah, when I paint, what I like to do is just I let the painting speak to me. I let the little mistakes I make. All right, there's no point doing style blocks here because they're not even going to be seen. So actually, I could use any building material, but for the sake of my mind, I'm going to use stone bricks. Because that's like posterity. Which is another word I love to use. I love to say posterity. I love it. And I'll do it. I'll do it. Do this. I'll be your mind tonight, if that's what you like. How? Okay. Okay. How'd you even get over here, dude? Little gold freak. Where'd you come from? Down here. Down here. Oh, look. A creeper. A creeper. Watch out. Remember there's a video of this British kid goes, oh no, a creeper. He pretends to get blown up and dies. Very funny. It's a very funny video. Oh no, a creeper. I sometimes wish I had that British accent and not the one I do have. Unless that's how I sound. If that's how I sound, tell me. Tell me so I can reference the funny video more. Okay, let's do this. At least I've got. Did I just tweet? Did I go, at least I'm a squeaker. Yeah, you burning me? Get out of here. A little bit. Why do they jump around like that? You crazy. But yeah, I was saying monster. See, normally I forget the topic of conversation, right? Normally it's in one ear or the other, but when it comes to things I care about, I can hear another monster walking towards me. Another monster? Another zombie. Or maybe they're underneath my house. I'm gonna have to torch that all up. No, not torch it up like that, silly goat. In a different way. Does he want bread? There you go. Alright. Oh, wait, okay. What about wheat? Does he eat wheat? My inventory's full. 1 minute. I wish he could just talk to me. I actually really like goats. When I was younger, I would go to a goat farm in Wales. And we would always laugh because the goats would literally eat anything. Like, I had a packet of like Walker's crisps, and it was an empty one, right? It wasn't like full. And the goats, I don't even know how they saw them in my pocket, and they bit the packet and just ate the packet right in front of me. And I found that absolutely hilarious. I'm not sure if that's good for the goats. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. They seemed, okay after. They seemed chill with it, but I found that absolutely hilarious. And since then, I've absolutely loved goats. And I know lots of interesting things about goats, like how goats are used in some countries as sort of like a biological, like a nuke for like invasive plant species. Like for example, there's this really invasive plant called Japanese knotweed. If you find it in the UK, you have to basically call like basically. Redundant a bit there, mate. You basically see. well, I guess it wasn't redundant. I wanted to say it twice. You have to call like environmental agencies about it because it's significant. Like it can kill other plant life because it can kind of strangle them out. Which obviously, evolutionary speaking, is very good for it, right? But for the sake of the British ecosystem, it's not great. I can't remember its origin. That's one thing I don't know. But goats are incredibly effective at cleaning it out, where most other deterrents are. Kind of like how E. coli is immune to most, like, what are they called? Antidotes? Jesus. Is my memory really this bad? What's the word? Antibiotic. Good lord. That was... Ooh. That was a little concerning. I feel like my brain might just be falling out my ears. But yes, E. coli is resistant to most antibiotics, right? So it's hard to treat. I like the idea of it, if there's ever a cold breeze, I can open both doors and it can just blow through. You know, I can be wearing my... I like that. I like that. I'm a fan of that. Okay, but yes. So goats are really good at cleaning out stuff like Japanese knotweed. And I saw this really cool video of this. I think it was in India, I want to say. I believe it was in India, and to be honest, the area had like that cool like orangey sand. Sorry, like orange like sandy dirt, as well as it was very sunny. It looked hot. It looked like the kind of place where I'd start sweating and getting annoyed and unhappy. So I was like, okay, yeah, this is definitely not the UK. Well, it could have been, but yeah, the sheep. I think everyone was wearing like really nice, colourful clothing as well, which made me think, yeah, it's not the UK. The only few things people wear here are like grey track. Let's try that again. The only things people wear here are like grey tracksuits, black tracksuits, and white tracksuits with a little the badge. Stone Mary, Stone Island, the Stone Island badge. Good God, I've seen 45-year-old men posting with their infant children, getting the badge in, as it's called. It is mental. It is absolutely mental. But I'm here for it. I respect it, you know. Don't let me keep you down, brother. If you hustling, if you're trying to make all the ladies know that you've got a Stone Island t-shirt, polo, a point of personal pride. I bet that sounds really good in the microphone with those 3 P's. PPP. But yeah, awful. But yeah, goats amazing for cleaning up that kind of stuff. Really, really solid, and it does make a difference. So yeah, goats. Not only are they cool, not only can they jump. Can I farm you? Are you pushing me? Oh, okay, go on. Go on. Well, mate. I said mate, and he turned around. That was epic. That was kind of epic. Yeah, that was actually kind of epic. Okay, I'm gonna have stairs here. This is gonna lead to a 2nd floor or something. I think that's what I want. See? Iterating on the design already. I just can't help myself. Faye Resnick. I just can't. I just wanted to tell you what I think of you, my little friend. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. I like that. I get a nice view from there. Just gotta be careful not to destroy too much of this snow. Maybe I'll make it slightly elevated. What are you looking at? I quite like this goat. I gotta say, he's fun. Just kind of chilling. Bro, just kind of chilling. Kind of chill, man. Maybe like this. Yeah, this height seems a bit more, like a bit above. I want to feel like I'm above everyone else. Because this could even just be like an area that villagers use. Like it could just literally be like a walkway. I hope this is how people who design cities do it. Jeez, alright. It's got some techers on it. Maybe 1 floor higher. Ooh, a zombie villager. Oh no, that didn't sound good. I'll think about it for next time. It's not a problem for today. It's a problem for another day. A good question for another time. A good question for another time. Yeah, and plus these walkways could be really good for avoiding that shitty, awful snow that I can't seem to figure out. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I like that. Walkways over the snow. It means if a villager gets engaged, I can use the engaged? What am I talking about? What am I thinking about? Talking about engagement. A villager can use the walkways to avoid any snow disasters, shall we say, because I have no idea how to stop the villagers from just sinking into the snow. I feel like they aren't going to be intuitively intelligent enough not to do it naturally. No offense to the villagers, They may be very intelligent individuals, however, I doubt it. So, we're gonna cover our bases. Oh, and that's an hour. Okay. Well, let's see if we can clear this out easily. Let's have a look at what we're dealing with. Okay, there must be piling here somehow. But that's not a problem for now, because otherwise this was gonna run over too much. Look at that. Look at that. This is my dominion. Yep, that's me.